you that are big gear junkies, I apologize. This is not going to be the best one ever, but I know everyone wants to know what's in the pack, and my flight is tomorrow, so I will go through it. I'm not going to go through prices unless I know for sure. A couple things were gifts, a couple things I bought used on like Reddit, like used ultralight exchange and things like that. So if I know the price I paid, I'll throw it out there. If not, I'll just tell you what gear it is, and you guys all have the internet. So, and it's late, I need to go to sleep, but I'm going to try to do this as best I can. So trekking poles, Black Diamond, Pursuit. I used them, first time I used them was last year when I did quarter the trail before I got off. Have no complaints, love them, never considered not bringing them back out there. So those are the trekking poles. My bag is like open, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll just start pulling out. Almost everything's in there. It's not 100% packed, but it's like 95. I'm looking around, pretty much packed. So the first thing I pulled out, and it's already open, electronics bag. There's my headlamp in there, my luxury item. I'm not growing a beard. This thing's super light. If it breaks, it breaks. And I have the power cord in there, just a buzzer for hair on my face and wherever. Headlamp, AirPods charger, bringing AirPods, phone charger, double USB-C cord, 20,000 anchor, not the lightest, but I had a night core, and I don't know if they fixed this issue, but it had a locking button, and if you accidentally locked it when you're out in the middle of nowhere, the only way you could unlock it was by plugging it in. So it was basically useless. So I don't use that one anymore. So yeah, I used this last year when I did the month I was on there. It works. You could find something lighter, but it's not super heavy and it's reliable. And if this thing's full, it will charge my iPhone 15 like probably 4 times. And if I leave town, if it's not a huge, if I'm only going to be out there 2-3 nights and this thing's only half full, I'm pretty happy with that as well. So 20,000. If you're not vlogging, that's probably big time overkill. 10,000 is probably plenty. But since I never want to run out of power on this and headphones, I went with 20,000. All right. While this is here, this is new. I actually just bought this today. It's like from the Sierra Trading Post, but they're all the same. I'm sure you've seen these. I have an inflatable sleeping pad. This is just for insulation if I have to sleep in shelters occasionally, to go on the floor, because the shelter is where I get the coldest. I feel like there's like always a draft underneath, so I can put this underneath and then my inflatable on top, and it really is light. It's more kind of big, but it goes. I have a video of this. I'm sure you've seen other people. It just goes on top, so worth it. And it protects my sleeping pad a little bit. Sometimes you're pitching on like rocks and sand and things like that. All right, what's next? This is just a dry bag. This is my food bag. I think I can make just this work. I know people buy like specific food bags that have odor. I'm not even gonna show you what's in here. I just have a few things left over because I don't know what I'm bringing exactly, but just so you can see a simple dry stuff sack as my food bag. I'm not worried if it's something where I see other people that have those specific food bags and I want to buy it. You can buy things on trail. I think a lot of people should, go in with what they have and buy on trail. Not major items, but stuff like that. I think I can make that work. That's what I use for a whole month. Not that exact one, but just a stuff bag for my food bag. I told you I'm simple. Okay, new this year, electronics bag number 2. I have a GoPro. I don't know I didn't use this at all last year. We'll see if I use it a lot. If not, I can send it home. And then everything else goes with the GoPro battery. This isn't really important because most people don't film. And I can do a separate one on that. And then this is an SSD drive to back up any video I take on this phone. Yeah. So I can just do that one quick. Basically a separate GoPro storage stuff sack. Alright. You can catch on a theme here. Everything this year, because this bag, which I'll get to, is different. Oh, this is just like, I wouldn't even call it not first aid. This is just like, what would I call this? Stationary. Medicine, earplugs, toilet paper, paracord, Benadryl. I have a Z-Packs antibiotics from when I traveled to Asia, and Benadryl and a Band-Aid, nail clippers, a rubber band. And this is a big bag of B vitamins and ibuprofen. And there's some fish oil that were left in there, but I could get more fish oil. But yeah, I think everyone should take multivitamin because the thru hiking diet is pretty shitty, and that's the least you can do. So yeah, this is just kind of my whatever bag, and I'm sure things are gonna get reorganized, but this year I want everything to kind of be in its own bag. All right, what should I pull out next? Might as well pull out my water filter with this. Also new this year, I'll get to these. Well, I have them, just to get them out of the way. I switched from flip-flop sandals, like ones you'd wear at the beach, which I might go back to. We'll see how I like the Crocs, but the problem with the sandals, when I travel, I love them. I'll walk 5 miles in flip-flops, but if it's cold and you want to wear socks, they're difficult to put on with socks. Your heel is always hanging off and your sock gets wet. Plus, if you need to cross streams, these are easier. So I'm gonna try the Crocs. They're bigger, but they're lightweight, and honestly, they're comfortable. They're obnoxiously white, but they work. 2-liter bag, that's hard to get. I'm gonna be pissed if I film this whole thing and this camera isn't oriented correct, but Be Free. I'm not even going to pronounce the name, but because I'll pronounce it wrong. But yeah, you've seen these. I love them. There's a little hole in the bag, very little. So one direction, it shoots out, but I think I can make it last at least for a while, and I can always get a new one. But this 2-liter bag, Hydro Pack, shares the same thread. So if this bag ever tears, I have another one. Put the filter on. And I usually just carry 2 smart water bottles, a liter each. So if I ever need a big water carry, I can carry 4 liters. So yeah, that's simple water system. I like this better than the Sawyer Squeeze. I used the Sawyer Squeeze in 2016. I don't know why. It's just simple. And I don't do any gravity. If I need it filtered, I do it right then, put them in the bottles. Or the Hydro Pack, and I do it later. Honestly, forget what I put in here. I think this is clothing. This is the only thing that's going to be kind of, yeah, because I have clothing laid out on the bed that I'm going to wear on the plane, like what I'm wearing now. I'm not going to hike in. But yeah, one pair of shorts. These are like $12 at Sierra. Got this pack towel. This again was like $10 at Sierra. We'll see. Things are gonna change. If I need it, if I use it a bunch, showering or in streams. If not, send it home. Oh yeah, so it's kind of tricky because I'm starting late April, basically May, and I'll get to my sleeping bag. But last year when I started, I didn't even have a pair of pants. So I decided these Mountain Hardwear merino wool base layer, and basically the only time I see myself wearing these is sleeping, and probably after the Smokies these will be sent, maybe a little bit after because you still have high elevation like Tennessee, but after the first 400 miles I will not carry these anymore. Maybe bring them back because I want to do the 40-degree bag the whole time that I have. Maybe bring them back Vermont, New Hampshire, but yeah, just in case the lows are uncomfortable with sleeping in that bag, I can at least put these on. Smart wool socks. I'm going 4 pair. I went 3 pair last time. I could always mail one home. But your feet, to me, are just take abuse, and I'd rather have clean socks more often, because then you can go a whole week and you only wear socks. You can go 8 days and you wear each pair twice. So 4 pair, 3 go up to like here. 1 is short. The other 4th pair is over there. And 1 dry fit t-shirt. It's nothing special. I think I got it for $10 at TJ Maxx. The fact that REI and whatever companies sell these like dry fit shirts for like $100 retail is kind of insulting to me, at least. But the other clothing, I have 1 pair of pants, which again will probably get mailed home once it's like June and I know I can wear shorts every day. And then same thing, I can bring those pants. They're cool, KUHL. I can show you them. You'll see them in the video. I should have brought them in here, but I don't want to forget them, so I have it what I'm going to wear on the plane. 1 other dry fit shirt, 1 pair of underwear, which I probably will just throw out because I don't think I'm going to wear underwear at all. 1 more pair of smart wool. Oh, and I have I'm not bringing my puffy jacket this time. I have like a fleece layer from Mountain Hardwear that I don't see myself wearing too much. It's more just for the Smokies and sleeping. Same thing. If a night gets into the high 40s, mid 40s, I can put that on. I'll probably keep that in the bag though, just to have an upper layer in the morning if I'm cold. I'll probably keep that in my pack or switch it out for my Mountain Hardwear puffy jacket. But yeah, that's something new I'm gonna try. I can show you, but it's not quite a Melanzana because I'm kind of anti Melanzana living out there, and I'm not anti, but it's yeah, it's kind of the knockoff of that. Not as trendy, and you don't have to wait in line to go into a store or sign up or reserve. What do you have to do? That's what kind of pisses me off about that. An extra dry bag. This is for my sleeping bag, which is at the bottom. So if I know or there's potential rain, I'll just put my sleeping bag in this just for an extra layer. Oh, the workhorse tent. I'm not going to take it out because it's packed up, but this is a Mountain Hardwear. I think it's like a super mega UL1. I had this in 2016 last year. It's showing signs of fray, like the mesh, I don't think bugs can get in, but it's like kind of just showing some wear. But this thing, I love this thing. It's light, it's freestanding, so I can be lazy and set it up. Just need to stake it out if it's gonna rain. Stake it out well if it's gonna rain. And yeah, it's like 1.5 pounds, and I'm going to use this until it doesn't work anymore. Love this thing. You'll see it in the videos. I don't need to take it out, but yeah, it's a Mountain Hardwear lightweight 1-person tent that I've had since like 2015, and it's coming with me again. Something that will definitely not make it the whole trip, but I'll probably bring it back. But early on and through the Smokies and through some of the longer carriers down south, longer carriers of food, I want to have a stove. I'll get used to hot coffee to then not have it. But I'm gonna mail myself some of those freeze-dried meals just to make life easy for before the Smokies. The little pocket stove is in here, but it's just like it's a GSI, and this little microcloth to clean if I need to. It's an old Brunton stove. It's got an igniter. The igniter hasn't worked in probably a decade, so I need to buy a lighter. I'll buy that in the morning. And then, 2 bowls. One with the little insulator for coffee. But after probably same thing, probably maybe 400 miles, maybe Damascus. This will get mailed home, and maybe I'll bring it back for like the last 3 states, like Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. But I'll start with it. It might not even last more than a couple hundred if I don't use it. But I'm gonna start with it and try to cook dinners. Mountain Hardwear rain jacket. This thing's probably 4-5 years old. It was when I got Mountain Hardwear discounts for working in Colorado outside, so I have a lot of their stuff, if you can't tell from me talking about it. But yeah, this thing's probably 4 years old, but most of the time it's just my pack jacket only comes out if it's rain or windy or I need an extra layer because I'm cold. But this is gonna probably be in my pack the whole time. I know when it gets really hot, a rain jacket doesn't really do anything. I'd rather, it's like a downpour, I'll just hike with no shirt. But it's just something nice to have if anything goes wrong. If you do get cold, it's a layer, windy. So this rain jacket, it's lightweight. It'll stay with me. Oh, my sleeping pad. I love this thing. Big Agnes. I don't even know the name of them. Zoom Ultralight. I think I got the wide, which I kind of regret, because not really regret, but it's a little too wide for my 1-person tent, so it kind of bows it out a little, which gets me concerned if it's really pouring that like it'll force the rain to come in, but I don't think it will, because I've used it in the rain before. But it's 25 by 72, but I sleep on my side, so this thing will hopefully, if it keeps working, stay with me the whole time. I always worry about these things popping, so I have that, and I have the repair kit still in here, but hopefully this can last me, because if it doesn't, I'll buy another one, because I need an inflatable pad. Speaking of need, I bought this last year in Pennsylvania. Can't remember the name of the town, but the one with the Cabela's. Ascend, that's all I know. Inflatable pillow, it works. I will always have an inflatable pillow because sleep is important and I need it. And yeah, it's simple. It was cheap. I couldn't tell you exactly what I paid. $20, something like that. Something in that range, 25 maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's sticking with me. And same thing, if that goes, I buy another one. Big Agnes. There it is. I don't even know the names. Notch Ultralight 40 degree. V notch. I don't know what the V stands for. It's a regular, it's a left zip. I didn't know that when I bought it, but Big Agnes also had discounts on the site that I got access to, so I can't really complain. The left zip's a little weird, but I got it for 40% off, I don't know, 2 years ago when I ordered it. For the humid East Coast, this will do good for almost every night. We'll see. I'm worried that a couple nights it'll be 40 degrees, won't be warm enough, but that's why I'm bringing just a few extra layers of clothes. Like, I'm not like concerned that it'll be unsafe, just more I might have a couple nights where I toss and turn because I'm cold. But once it gets hot, June, July, August, I mean, that will be plenty. It could, like, you don't even, a lot of times I wouldn't even use it. I would just lay it out, and then middle of the night I would throw it over me, but more like a blanket. I wouldn't even zip it all the way up. I think that's it. new addition. I bought this on the Reddit Gear Exchange, Mountain Laurel Designs Profit. So I went frameless. I had the Osprey Exos. I'm really excited. I have to repack it, but this is pretty much everything. I'm trying to think if I'm leaving anything out. Obviously, I gotta buy food. But yeah, nothing to say about this pack. I haven't used it, but it'll take some adjustments. There's a carabiner around there for hanging maybe Crocs. Yeah, honestly, I think that's it. Anything else I need, I will buy. I have the line to hang food. I need to buy a lighter, but I'll do all that with my first resupply, or I guess first supply. Can't call it resupply, but sunglasses, I'm bringing these. They're old and beat to hell, but for the Appalachian Trail, that's kind of what you want because they'll be up here 95% of the time. Oh, this is not ibuprofen. The ibuprofen's in the bag. Creatine, I filled this with that, and then I'm gonna mail another bigger bottle to keep refilling. I hope I'll take it daily. I think it's good for me. It's cheap. I take it when I work out, so it's cheap enough that it doesn't hurt to keep taking it. I think it's, I mean, I'm acting like I do a lot of research, but I think it's also good for your, not just muscles, but brain. So I'm gonna try to, just like multivitamins, take this every day. I don't need to take, I think 5 grams is a lot of times the dose, but even if I just take 2, 3, even if it's just placebo, I really think that's it. As I said, sorry, I'm not the most gear enthusiast. I like the logistics. I like staring at the maps and far out, but this is what I'm bringing. Aside, the only things I didn't show you, the clothes I laid out. I should have brought them in, but you'll see them at some point. I can point them out in the video. It's really just a fleece, a pair of a pair of just outdoor pants, not cotton, another pair of smart wool, and a dry fit shirt. So that's like $10 dry fit shirt. That's light blue. Yeah, I'm gonna bring a hat. I always hike in a hat. I don't know if I'm gonna go with that one or just buy a new one, but yeah, that covers it. The shorts I'm wearing, actually, because I showed you one pair of shorts, but I'm gonna bring 2 pairs of shorts because it's gonna be summer, and yeah, I'll be hiking in those most of the time. The hoodie's not coming with, but yeah, I think that's it. All right, I might as well do it the proper way. I forgot my shoes too, so just to end the video, dry fit shirt, I think it's $11 or $12, so I have 2 dry fit shirts that I'm bringing for hiking in. These are the pants. No idea how this is turning out. I love them. Actually, these are one thing I spent money on a while ago. But yeah, KUHL. Don't know how long they'll stay in the pack for, but these are coming. I can hike in them, I can sleep in them with, if it really got cold, I can sleep in them with the merino wool. Or if it's, you know, a cold, rainy day that somehow gets into like the low 50s or something, and I can hike in them. This is the Mountain Hardwear fleece. I'm probably doing a terrible job, but at least I showed you somewhat. And yeah, I forgot toothbrush is coming with as well. And La Sportiva Mutants. I got discounts on these as well, so I ordered 3 pair a while back. So this is a brand new pair, and I have 1 brand new pair left. I went through the other ones, but I love these things. And yeah, I fly out tomorrow, so I'm gonna go to bed. It's late, and then do the final packing. My flight's at noon, so I have some time, but I'm still gonna wake up early because, yeah, last minute things, and I gotta go to the post office in the morning before. But yeah, day -1. Tomorrow's day 0. and you saw my gear, at least as best as I can show it to you.